And it took me so many years to understand, so many years later, how come that a society like the Israeli society, which is not combined only by monsters, and some of you met Israelis, they are not monsters. How come that such a society lives so much in peace with what's going on in its backyard? Israeli society, many of them are really people with values. In any catastrophe or disaster in the world, Israel is the first one to send rescue missions. Most of the Israeli young people would help an old lady to cross the road many times, even if she doesn't want to cross the road. People with values. And it took me so many years to understand how can it be? Because there were many longer occupations in history rather than the Israeli one. There were even more brutal occupations in history. But there was never, as far as I can recall, and Mahmoud, you are from the academia, maybe you'll correct me, I don't remember one occupation in which the occupier felt so good about himself, and what is even more than this, there was never an occupation in which the occupier presented himself as a victim. This I can hardly recall any example, because the Israelis, at least at the last 10 years, but ever since then, feel so good about themselves. They are deeply convinced, and I'm serious about it, that the IDF is the most moral army in the world. Many times I try to tell them, let's be a little modest, let's say the second moral army in the world. There will be maybe the army of Luxembourg is more moral, and we are the second. They will be deeply offended, and I'm serious. And they'll call you traitor for thinking that the Israeli army is the second moral army in the world.